The reality is, we're all going to die. And it's not something that we like to think about, but it's always in the back of our minds. And what if everything you do is just a distraction from that reality? Work, play, relationships, food, TV, social media, shopping, travel, partying, even religion. All of these things are just a way to escape the one thing that we're all terrified of, which is death. So why are we so afraid of death? It's the unknown. It's this nothingness that we can't comprehend. We don't know what happens when we die. And so we create all these stories in our heads about what we think happens. Heaven and hell, judgment day, reincarnation. But really all we know is that once we die, we're dead. There's no coming back. And so because of this, we try to fill our lives with as much stuff as possible. We work hard, we play hard, we eat well, we drink well, we surround ourselves with as many people as possible. And we do all of these things to the point where we actually manage to convince ourselves that we are happy. Because if we actually took a step back and looked at our lives honestly, most of us would realize that we're not really living. We're just killing time until we die. We wake up every morning and we go through the motions. We get dressed, we go to work, we interact with people, but we're not really present. We're not really engaged. We're just going through the motions. And then we come home and we do the same thing. We eat, we drink, we sleep, we watch TV, we scroll down some social media feed. And again, we're not really present. We're not really engaged. We're just going through the motions. And before we know it, another day has gone by and we're one day closer to death. So what's the solution? How do we deal with this? Well, the first step is awareness. You have to become aware of how we're living our lives. You have to ask ourselves why we're doing what we're doing. Are we really happy, or are we just running away from death? The second step is acceptance. We have to accept that death is inevitable. We're all going to die, and that's okay. It's part of life. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can start living our lives to the fullest. The third step is to start living in the present moment. To start appreciating the now, because the only time we have is now. The past is gone. The future has not happened yet. The only time that's real is now. So we need to start living in the present moment. We need to start being aware of our thoughts and our feelings and our surroundings. We need to start being present with the people who are around us. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't plan for the future, or that we shouldn't have goals or dreams. Of course we should. But it does mean that we need to be careful not to let our plans for the future or our worries about the future take away from the present moment. Because the reality is, all we have is the present moment. So I encourage you to take a step back and evaluate how you're living your life. Are you really living, or are you just going through the motions? Are you running away from death, or are you embracing it? Because the truth is, death is the only thing that we have to look forward to. And in a strange way, it's this that gives meaning to our lives. It's this that makes us appreciate the present moment. It's this that makes us realize how precious life is. So I hope that you find this video helpful. I hope it gives you some food for thought. And I hope it encourages you to start living your life to the fullest, because life is short and death is inevitable, so we might as well make the most of it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take care.